G'day, I'm Ash, welcome back to War Thunder, hope you're doing well. In today's video we're taking a look at the P51 Alpha. This is a Razorback P51 that was in the game before any of the other versions of P51s that had Razorbacks. And this is special because it's got the special racing camouflage. It was introduced way back in 2015. In fact, update 1.55 Royal Armor, introduced on the 15th of December 2015, which was the update which was most notable for adding the British tank tree into War Thunder. More so, it's one of the first variants in-game. It is similar to the A36 with a ground attack focused version, but this one has the Allison inline 12-cylinder, which has 1200 horsepower, and it gets only 4 machine guns rather than the gun pods. As you can see, it doesn't have an event tag, can hold a host of bombs, and there is no custom skins for this one. So we're just going to have to slap an Ash decal on this one because why not? Now, this was a reward vehicle for the 2015 Thunder League. And I believe I paid like $5 for a dog tag or something to get a chance to win these things. Anyway, there was a bunch of other vehicles, including the Russian Panther, but it's here nor there. Anyway, my mistake was recording without any audio. I'm currently swearing at myself, specifically because I've hit the battle button and I've gone into an arcade match. So we're just going to do this live. There is no point in me just exaggerating. While we just have the gameplay in the background, just a reminder, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is arcade. I don't normally play arcade. It was a Freudian slip, as they say. Anyway, this particular machine's cool because it's got a 1200 horsepower engine. It can sustain a much higher altitude than the other P51s. At least early on, and for its battle rating, it's not too bad. You know, it is a very good aircraft. It's got combat flaps, takeoff flaps, landing flaps, and it has a really good rate of climb of about 15.7 meters a second, which is pretty good. You can basically shove that at about 15, 16 degrees and just climb for days. And the takeoff runs 370 meters. Now, in arcade, I don't know, I really haven't a clue, but what I have spotted here is a barn, and we're going to go after him. Ooh, actually, there's an A36, the ground attacker version of this particular aircraft. We're just going to say hello to him. Daka, 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 daka. Well, pilot snipes, yeah, not sure. Does it tell you how good the guns are on this thing? No. Does it tell you how this thing performs? No. Again, it's arcade, and I'm a realistic battle player, but... Ooh, TBF, P36. Let's see. I like all this immediate action, but I'm not sure on the fly models. All right, come on. Stop being so slimy. There he goes. Another pilot snipe. Wow. And you can do just 11 Gs and just pull straight up into the vertical, no problem. Ooh, TBF. Ooh, ooh, bombers. Ooh, P400. Yum, yum, yum. Now, in realistic battles, the maneuverability is nothing to write home about except for the roll rate. Come on. Dagga, 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 dagga. Aim up a little bit. There we go. Right flat. Oof. Explosions. And what you get is an aircraft that is really compatible with a lot of early tier things. It is the epitome of the boom and zoom or boom and run fighter. The only downside is it's rather sluggish acceleration and the engine does overheat. In realistic battles, that's a little bit of an issue, so you've got to watch that. But if you get hit in the engine... Oh no, you poor P400. Oh no, he's toast. It's toast if I can actually get guns to target. There we are. Severe damage. Righto. I can pull off now. Fantastic. You know, what you get is... you know, a boom and zoom aircraft or boom and run style, and, you know, keep your altitude with this thing. Oh, God. A20G players that think they're fighters. It's funny in air realistic, not so funny in air arcade. Anyway, we still haven't died yet. We're already on 3, maybe 4 kills at this point. I haven't kept tabs. I just wanted to shoot things. All right, we've got A36 coming in. I might want to say hello to him. Oh, he's turned back around. Okay. Just gonna lead this guy on. Like, he forgets that I'm a War Thunder player. Like, this guy's console, and he'll do a bit of damage to me, but you know, outside of tangoing with a A26 with arcade flight models, I wasn't expecting that thing to be so maneuverable, and it did catch me off guard a little bit. Like, look at this. He's just outpacing me. Well, not for long. It'll take one more turn and I'll get him, but... Oh, come on, roll the guns over. There we go, right. Dagger, dagger, dagger. Oh, hold on, gotta wait 5 seconds because you can rearm and there's not fuel or something, or I don't know. Air arcade's weird. Anyway, come here, F2A. Right, he's gone. That's 5th kill. Yeah, top of the leaderboard somehow. I really don't know how I've managed to engage with this one. Anyway. Come here, Mr. A20. Yep, no, I'm not falling for that one, buddy. Good try. What you have is 4 12.7 M2 Browning machine guns with wing mounted with 350 rounds per gun. A total of 1260, which means that you can get away with quite a lot of DECAL. Now, there aren't any other weapons. The bombs, you can get 200 to 250 pounds. 3, hang on, what was it, 3? I think it was 2 300 pounders and 2 500 pounders. So there's a lot of things for you to look at in terms of what types of things. Come on, why is it dying? There we go. Now we've got the severe damage, we can easily move away. Oh, I didn't realise Air Arcade was so, not stressful, what's the word? Chaotic. I have not played this for a very long time. Anyway, you get a really good aircraft that's fast in a level flight or a dive, which is really cool, but, you know, it gets nice access to 50 cal belts, which most American aircraft do this sort of battle rating anyway. It does lock up at high speeds when you're in a dive, so you've got to watch out for that one. Ooh, A20's gone down, that's number 6. And the engine does overheat quite well, and it's only got 4 Browning HMGs, so, you know. Alright, we've got P-36 and a French bomber. I think I might try for the French bomber. I don't necessarily know what else to do here. P-36. But like I said, this particular vehicle is incredibly rare, and you'll see only a handful of them out in battles, unless you're going for the Thunder League stuff when it comes out as a Twitch drop in the next coming weeks. There's a news thing, and I'll put that in the description, but you know, it'll be about 10 years since people last got this. Am I salty that they got that? No? Ooh, okay, goodbye. Right, just shooting everything while we're going through. Yeah, come on. Alright, now spin. Oh, there's lots of things to murder. Much murder. We've got hits on lots of things, but our tickets are bleeding quite fast, which means that there could be a few naughty guys running around bombing things that they probably shouldn't be. Come on. No, I'm going to leave you alone. Oh, HS-129. Ooh. Quack, quack. Where I start to go a bit crazy when I'm playing air realistic. Because normally about now in the match, you tend to clean up and clean house. But there just seems to be more and more aircraft spawning, because I forget that you get, what is it, 5 respawns? Or as many crews as you have? I don't know. I don't remember how it works. You expect an RB player to know how to play arcade? That's ridiculous. And when was the last time you'd seen an air arcade video too, by the way? Of course, I'm talking about this aircraft as it's presented in a realistic battles, but here I am playing an arcade because I'm an absolute numpty and forgot to check what settings I was setting onto in terms of servers and game modes. Come on. Oh, gotta wait 5 seconds for guns. Man, I don't have to fly back to an airfield and reload. 1,200 rounds. Let's just pump this into the French barn. I've got to be careful. He's got 20mm cannon. I'm just spraying him. I'm not going to get as lucky as those early pilot snipes as I did before. Come on. I'm not even aiming for that point. He's just going up and down. Okay, there we go. Now, we've got a Condor, or we've got a Donnie 2. Is it 217? 17. A pencil. The pencil bomber. Okay, how do I reload these things? You know, I'll just jam my guns out and then hopefully they reload. So let's just overheat them. There we go. Now we've got 5 seconds until we get some more ammo. Wow. Okay. Let's roll over, get this Condor. I say roll over. He's just there. Oh, there we go. Number 9. Yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyway, historically speaking, it was nice of War Thunder to finally add one of these. It took them about 5 years to add a P51 Razorback P51 to the regular game. So this version, P51A, not being the alpha model, but A is an alpha for the Thunder League, is a rare vehicle in itself. Now, the 2015 eSports was a season in which you could earn dog tags. That was 21st of December 2015. So you bought a dog tag which will allow you to complete a set of tasks provided by the teams, and you could choose which sort of event vehicle you wanted or whatever. So for 5 tanks or for 5 tasks you completed, you get a special version of the M24, and then for sky challenges, you know, there was 10 tasks, and then you'll open a camouflage and blah 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 blah. And there was P51 introduced with machine guns. Come on. No. Alright, we're not necessarily going to do too well here. Oh, 51. Okay, I have to. Dagger. Severe damage, that's good enough for me. Let's keep diving on down. In reality, I should be climbing back up and trying to gain altitude with all this wonderful speed. So if this was air realistic right now, I'd be locked up like hardcore right here. A couple of hits on that 109. It's not fun when you're on the deck because you can't necessarily see what's coming from above you. Right, 196 down. Nah. Alright, I'll pull around again. Bleed all that wonderful speed that I had. Oh, look, they're just like bread shiny. Like, I have to shoot them. Oh, pull off. Nah, I'm gonna die here. I can just feel it. We've got 12 kills. I don't think we're gonna get any more. Oh, we might if we leave it. No. Wow. So, I haven't died yet, and that was my 12th kill. Yikes. Not bad. Let's go see what else is available. Oh, those daily backups. Oof, a new feature. I didn't know you could use those in that kind of game mode. Anyway, what have we got? Not too many fighters left. The tickets are draining quite considerably. And I remember that buying the dog tags for this specific thing allowed me to get and pay for, because this is a way that them crowdfunding. So they're giving it away for free, which I don't necessarily agree with. I do think that the fear of missing out factor with War Thunder is one of the reasons why people tend to spend a lot of money. And if you're going to do something, it's like giving away event vehicles on the War Thunder marketplace and selling those. A lot of us had to grind a lot or pay a lot of money for those specific items, or, you know, use them. And I understand there is a element of collectors and get your rare vehicles, but why Guardian didn't pick a number of other vehicles, specifically some of maybe the console vehicles for this, I don't know. Look, I'm not mad. I'm just kind of a little miffed about the fact that, well, what else do you choose? You can't appease both sides without also having, you know, total exclusivity. At some point, content isn't that exclusive, but... Alright, Avenger, here we go. You think I managed to get one of these guys? Nope. I can't quite get this going. Come on. Dagger. Come on, die! Why won't you die? Kill assist. I'll take the kill assist. Alright, come here. Dagger. There we go. Call you daddy. Well, I just did. Alright. Well, I've got to lower their ticket somehow. I don't know how they're managing to win. What am I going to do? Chase the A20 or go after some ground units? You know what? Well, let's just see what happens when we go after some ground units. I think we're just going to... This game's basically over. I can't believe for the first game of arcade that I've played in a very, very long time that I've done so well. That really shocks me, because normally I'm quite pants at playing arcade. I'm not used to saying that. Goodness. What am I shooting at? You know, I don't even know what I'm shooting at this point. Oh, there's a Fokker A36. Pull under the Fokker. A36 is going to turn back around. Watch this. Bing. I'm going to follow him. Try and follow him at least. Hopefully the game ends. Ooh. Yes. Oh, I got Hero of the Sky at least. How many? 14 air kills. Not bad for an unintentional. You know, we were going to spend the next 4 or 5 hours tonight playing air realistic battles to get you a good match in air realistic. And I just happened to, literally the first battle I have. That'll do. Look, it's not perfect. That is the P51 Alpha. Go away. I don't want to subscribe. Go. Unless you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, in which case you can do. But yeah, look, not a very glorified view at this particular machine, and that'll have to do it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. My name is Ash. Catch you next one. Bye-bye.